Hey guys, it's me, Nintendo Console Gamer, and I'm coming to you today with a somewhat interesting gameplay. It's only a 20 and 8, but I thought, I'll upload this because it is a long match and I do have a big topic for today, which I'll get into in a second. And it is variety, because I'm on a different map than Pentagon, first of all. And I know I've done Whiteout too, but 2 out of 3 matches have been Pentagon so far. And also, I'm using different weapons than usual. I'm using something else than the Scar and the phase rifle. So yeah, it wasn't that great of a score, but I thought, okay, it's some nice variety. I'll upload this anyways. And as you can see, it is the Shrieker and the... Dang it, what is it called? I keep forgetting the name of this weapon. I feel really stupid right now, but whatever. I mean, it'll come to me. So okay, anyway, let's get into the topic, and that is my Conduit 3 wishlist. Now, I know this game has not been confirmed as of yet, but there's a chance that it could come out. So, oh yeah, the TPC, that's what it's called. There's a chance that it could come out, though. So, that's why I'm doing this, since, the whole HVS announcement. So that's what I'm doing here, and this is going to be a 4 or 5 part series, and the topic today, as I get owned by a noob, the topic today is my changes I would want to existing guns, and the next topic will be new guns that I would like to see. But this is changes to existing guns. Alrighty, the first thing I want to say is a fairly controversial weapon, and many of you will not agree with me on this, but I think personally that they should axe the HVS 45 for multiplayer. Now, I would want them to keep the gun for single player as a hidden weapon with a one-shot kill. And my reasons for this are, it's not that many people use it anyway in multiplayer, and it's not a great gun because of the excessive recoil and the hipfire inaccuracy. It's not very accurate, and it's a very slow firing gun as well, and the only thing it's really good for are the occasional spectacular kill, some crazy, it's good for montages, I suppose, if you get a nice, kind of trick shot with it, but other than that, it's not a great gun, and I know it is very powerful, for how many shots it is to kill, but it shoots so slow. So yeah, I know a lot of you won't agree with that, but yeah, that's what I want. Okay, next thing is I want them to change the deatomizer MK4 to what it was in the Conduit, and that would be fast semi-auto fire, not as in Conduit 2 where it doesn't fire as fast as you can tap it. In the Conduit, you could just shoot it as fast as you could tap the B button, or I mean, I suppose it wouldn't have to be the B button, because you could customize the controls, but I mean, honestly, who doesn't use the B button to fire? And it also had a scope instead of this weird automatic secondary fire, which is not very powerful anyway. So, I mean, I don't really like that, the secondary fire. I like the scope with the, the spread shot and the semi-auto, because that thing was awesome in the Conduit. And this is sort of another controversial one. I want them to take the mines out of this TPC launcher. As you can see, I'm using a TPC launcher here, and I don't use a single mine in this whole game. I don't think. I might on accident, I don't know. But for the most part, I mean, the mines aren't very good. I think they disappear when you die, and honestly, it's so easy just when you see a mine to just shoot it. I mean, you don't get killed by those very much. They're not that effective, and I think mines would be a good opportunity for them to introduce, you know, standalone mines as part of your equipment. So, instead of... And to replace it, you can, you know, put iron sights or something, you know, 'cause that would be kind of cool with the TPC. Now, the next thing would be give the spaz slightly faster pump action. Now, I say this because compared to other shotguns in other games, it takes a while to pump it, if you know what I mean. It's a very powerful shotgun, but, I mean, if you're engaging someone who sees you and you miss the first shot, you know, usually you end up dying. You might end up killing them, but you probably will end up dying as well. So, yeah. And, yeah, it's just not a very fast gun. And, okay, next, not second, obviously, but I would want them to, make the spaz and the USP sound like real guns and not toys. Because if you know what I mean, the USP sounds like it just goes. It doesn't sound like a real gun, you know? It sounds really weak, if you know what I mean. In the first game, it made a loud bang, and that was really cool. And so did the spaz. I mean, the spaz just sounds a little bit weird in this game. It doesn't exactly sound like a gun. I mean, the spaz is better than the USP, though, because the USP just really sounds, it's quiet and it's weak, but, I mean, that's just a nitpick, a personal nitpick. I mean, that's not that important. Obviously, it's just gun sound, but, yeah, I would like it to sound more like it sounded in the Conduit, because it sounded louder and more boom-ish, if you know what I mean. So, alrighty, next one, I would like high voltage to increase the rate of fire, but slightly reduce the power of the strike rifle. If you remember in the Conduit, it was really fast gun, not as powerful as it was in Conduit 2, but it was really powerful. So, and I liked that about it, really, because, I really like that. In the Conduit, Conduit 2, it's pretty slow firing. It's very powerful, but slow firing. And I would like it to be a little bit faster, so it'll actually seem like the strike rifle again. Because it just sounds like, it feels like an alternative sniper rifle, which, I mean, it sort of is, but still, I want it to be more like it was in the Conduit. Obviously, I'm idolizing the weapons from the Conduit. That's because they were really good, and, you know, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And, none of these guns were really broke, so, and they tried to fix them, so, that's just my personal opinion about that. Alright, and the last thing I would like to see with change on the weapons, and this is more of a control thing for weapons, and that is, make an option for holding down the button for aiming down sights. Now, and make it class-based. The reason for this is, for some guns, like the spaz, I know who would use it for the spaz, but still, when you aim down sights, I mean, it's terrible aiming down sights. I would like to change that too. Actually aim down the sight instead of what it does. But right now, with the guns that aim down a sight, you know, when you switch to aiming down the sight, it just makes it, it's push to aim in and push to aim out again. And I like that in some cases, like with the phase rifles, because it's good. You don't have to, you know, get a hand cramp from holding down the button so long. That's why I want to make it class-based, because sometimes I prefer that, and sometimes I prefer holding it down, as with these guns where it's kind of hard to aim in and aim out quickly. So when let's say you're scoping down with the SCAR, and then somebody comes up right in front of you, and you wanna unscope, it's not instantaneous, and it does take a little while to do, and then you get killed because of it. Alright, the last thing is to take the Widowmaker out of multiplayer and use it for something else, which I'll cover in a later video. See you next time.